always had the fear to bring my children in a separated family. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Nadesh Mbele, a content creator based in Yaoundé, Cameroon. If it's your first time to come across this, please subscribe, Jare. Please subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, a round of applause for you guys. Yeah! Welcome back to my channel. Okay, I'm happy being back here. I am happy being in this space. I want to first of all thank you so much how you welcome me. Chai Papa, is that how I am loved? I don't know how to take it. Thank you so much, guys. This is a continuation of the last video I posted. What? Mama have broken my frame. See what she had done to my frame. But because her bed is small, I'll allow her to continue. I want to thank you guys so much. Like, guys, the video I filmed telling why I was MIA for 3 to 4 months was just like coming back and feeling like, let me talk. But this video, I didn't know it was that deep. The video was deep. Like, I had a lot. Thank you so much for coming for me. Like, my inbox, I've never received messages the way I receive lately. Like, so many people could relate and have more. Like, the challenges were too much. Like, I heard a lot of stories, and at the end of the day, I say, Father, thank you for grace. Holy Spirit, thank you. Just know that God is helping. As long as you are not emotionally, physically, and all the like abuse, as long as you are not abused, you can still make it work. Okay, I want to talk about my baby. My baby is growing normally. Please, maybe I made it in such a way she's growing normally, even though she's getting to 1 tomorrow, 13th of October, but she's not walking already, like proper walking, but she's trying to make baby steps. She's standing, all those small. I will not ever compare her to my first son. He walk at 11 months. Other children walk at 7 months. Some children walk at 14 months. Who said children should walk at 12 months? Before 12 months. So never compare your child. Also, when I speak of special, people were thinking maybe she's not walking, she's not eating. No, she's not. She's like, let me say, her health. It's more of inside and outside. When you see her physically, she's superb. She's superb. She's like she's so much. She's okay, but it's just she's more fragile. Okay, example, if I take her out, just expose her out like any other child, and she catches cold, her cold will not be like your cold or my cold, baby's cold that goes for 1 week. Her cold can lead to lungs infection. From lung infection, it can lead to her not able to breathe and having to be oxygenated. Is that bad? So that's why I say she's special, because her health is fragile. But as I said, I am working. We as the parents are working towards it. I will come with good news. Do you know how you are sure of something? You're sure God have taken control. I am at this point where I know God is just leading me on what exactly I should do concerning her health. And I just believe things are better. Pray for me, because there are times where it hasn't been easy. I will not lie to you. There are times where I cry. There are times where I am in all states. All state, not a good one. Okay. The that made me to do this is someone came inbox and asked me, why are you still married with all the crisis? And why are you still being married? Why being unhappy? Okay, I will not say much, but I want also enter into video. Why am I still married? Why having marriage crisis or challenges? Okay, in this video I will talk about, like, it will kind of be a mix. For me, why I am still married, why having marriage crisis, and as well I will talk about why people are still married, why being unhappy. Okay, so these are the 2 things I will talk about, and please listen attentively so that you know when I'm talking about me, when I'm talking about generally, like why people stay in unhappy marriages. That's not my own case. Before we start, please, I am a lover of marriage. I love the institution of marriage so much. If you know me, marriage is that one thing. Like, while growing up, I was so sure I will get married. I don't know how. Some people they don't really pay attention to it. They are always like, I will grow, I'll have a job. They have a perfect job they want to be. They want to be in the office. They want to be this. They want to achieve all before marriage come last. But for me, I always knew I will get married. I will have my children and I will have a job. You see how it follows. And a job, I never had a perfect job in while growing. I just wanted, I've always been that person that wanted to have money. You see, I did business while growing. I did everything, so I knew how to get into having money. So it was no more a problem for me. The first thing was like, I need to get married, have my children, and then have a job. So that's how it went on. So marriage has been something I love. So please, I don't want you to think like I am against. I come here talking how marriage is difficult, how you should. No. It's different from from it's different for all cases. Everybody has different things that are facing, but I might be wrong. But I think everyone being married has challenges they are fighting, has struggle they both are fighting. It might not be against each other, it might be against the world, it might be the challenge, the health challenge of your children, it might be external family in-laws, it might be from work, job site, it might be from anywhere, but there's always one thing challenges couple face. I don't know if I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, let's dive into the video. Let's talk about the reason why people stay married why being unhappy, or why I stay married why having marriage crisis. The first thing I will talk about is believing things will get better. How important is this? People like, why I stay married why having marriage crisis is because I believe things will get better. I believe I take a glimpse and look at when we first met, how was it? How do we understand ourselves? How do we get that close? Like, why did I first of all date you? That's the first thing I go ahead and look, and I'm feeling like if I choose you over this, because you always have other people, then I go ahead and think, why did I choose you over other people? So after looking at this, I say, okay, this is why I choose you. Are these things still in you? Okay, what I'm seeing now, is it something I can manage? Is it something we can work towards? Is it something we can pray? Is it something we can seek the help of a pastor? Is it something we can just allow it for God to manifest itself, to show how great it is? So that's the first thing I always look at, and I feel like, okay, after all this, I see things, I have that belief things will get better. And I also believe people stay in marriage because even those being unhappy, even those going to abuse, physical, emotional, they always, why they stay, because they think things will get better. That's why people stay married why being unhappy. Yeah, they believe things will get better. Sometimes it doesn't get better, it gets worse, but that's always the case. The second thing I think people stay married why be unhappy, or just staying married why having marriage crisis, is because of finance. Should I put it clear? Because of cap, ego, imbalance, or the same bam. What about you here, darling? How do you call that thing? Money. That exchange thing. That thing that you exchange for this, for pleasure, for needs, for everything. Yeah. I'll be so real with you guys. Let me address. Why people stay married while having crisis is that, okay, if we have to separate now because of the crisis we're having, we now have to rent two different apartments. We now have to have two things, like everything we could manage and come together, we have to be two. And that's double expenditure. Why being together, we manage, we reduce expensive, and we save more, especially when you have a family already. Even when you don't have a family, like when children, the blessing that follow comes with marriage is not there, you still believe, like, people even get married knowing that they will not have children, but they still come together because they be like, okay, we'll live from two different houses. We'll come, maybe sometimes you live from your house, the man lives from, you could look for a new house, maybe a bigger apartment compared to what he has or you had, and move it. It is more cheaper. It is less of expenditure than being in two separate homes. That's why some people still stay married while having crisis, because they are like, if we separate, if we go two different ways, it will kind of be difficult. If I want to enter deep into why people stay married, why being unhappy, is most of the time these are people, let me talk about stay at home moms. with no revenue, knowing that they depend on you 24/7. Most men use it as an advantage to them to suppress their women, and these women find themselves being where they don't want to be. Sometimes it's not a space for you to be, but you kind of stay there because where will I go to? How will I feed these children? If I live here with these children, will this man take care of gain of these children? Will pay my rent? Who? And consider the job opportunities are so limited, especially where I am found in Cameroon. You can hustle for the longest time and you don't even have what to put on the table for your children to live. To have a not high standard of living, just to have a average standard of living. So some people stay in that marriage because cap the control. Cap is important. Financial freedom no dey. You don't have financial freedom, and that's kind of, you cannot blame them. You cannot blame them. That why do you stay just because he's taking care? Why do you stay just because he's taking care of you or the children? If I leave, will you take care of my bills? No. Will you send my children to school? No. The only thing you will tell me is Ashia. But especially if there's no abuse, you know those marriages that you cannot stay, no matter how comfortable they put you and the children, you can't stay. I'm not talking of those extreme. I'm talking of just marriage wahala and being unhappy for one reason or the other. The next thing, and I feel I cannot relate to it, why people stay in marriage while being unhappy, is shame. Shame. Yeah, many people stay in marriage because they have signed, they had that vow, that covenant in front of a million, 1,000 of people, where they went and say, I promise to stay with you for the rest of my life, all those things, those nice things that they said that day. And now, when they think of living, they think of the crowd they gather. They think of how people celebrated them, and they think of how would they face those people. Because even if you tell me you don't have time, you don't care, but people still will put their long mouth into your case and ask you what happened, why did you leave, why? So the shame, facing your parents, your African parents telling your friend that their daughter left from that marriage and is a divorcee. When you're a divorcee, it's first of all a stigma. There's a stigma about being a woman that have divorced. You are not a good wife. You could not handle marriage. You could not keep a man. A man that doesn't want to be kept will not be kept. That's on periods. Yeah, a man that doesn't want to be kept will not be kept. And you cannot keep a house. You cannot. So it's a whole lot putting the pressure on women. So women are always ashamed to face, and African parents, they don't do a lot in helping this situation. So many people find themselves in marriages where they are unhappy, why they go through a lot, because next one I'll talk about is fear. Yeah, I've had the fear of the unknown. So many times when I am like going through crisis, like marriage challenges, I'm always afraid of what next? What next? The fear is because what I always wanted is to give my family a nuclear family. That's a father, mother, and children. Because consider the fact that I didn't grow in that space. Yeah. I am a child that was born in marriage, but my parents later on moved their separate way. So this really affected me while growing. I always had the fear to bring my children in a separated. It has been a thing. Like why I'm facing challenges, I work towards it, like for it to work, because I'm afraid not to be able to give my children what I lack. So it's always kind of affecting me, and that's really bad. Because each time I see something that I saw in my parents' relationship, I always feel like it's about to happen to me. I'm about to not give my family what I ever dream of, not be able to give my family my children a happy home. Also one thing that keeps people in marriage. I am talking about when both parties want it to work. I'm not talking about when you want it to work. Because when it's on one side and you want it to work, if your partner doesn't want it to work, the challenge will challenge you and even take your life. You see, I'm talking about when both parties are intentional and want it to work. Or when the other party is weaker, the other one comes on where you're weaker, like kind of helping hands, washing each other's hands. So this is why people stay in marriage no matter the challenges. I don't know, if you have more things, you let me know. If you have things to add, if you disagree with me, there is no problem. Let me know in the comment section so I can learn. I have a lot of videos, like, but I just wanted to continue the first one before bring out my normal videos. Thank you so much for watching, and guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me why you stay in marriage despite having your challenges. Please let me know the reason that made you to stay in that marriage for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years. Kudos to you. Kudos to those women that have stayed for 10, 15 years in marriage. Please tell me why you still stay in marriage despite all your challenges. Why did you not decide to leave? I know you didn't have it easy. It's not hard. It hasn't been as easy as what you show. Maybe what you show, like you say, I don't want to look like my problems. Please. Mama, I've broken something I'm not using. Thank you so much for watching. Mama, don't touch it. Foundation that I'm not using. Mama have broken into tell me that she's not seeing the use. Thank you so much, and see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.